Good morning, everybody. Monday morning. Mercury retrograde has been playing havoc with me today. It's been having its way with me. Fun. So, let's get into it a little bit. I was looking at some of the news and I'm just going, ooh. How do we navigate this? But, so I am going to look at the Democrats, the Republicans, and us, people. How do we deal with what we're getting this week? But before I get into that, some news, some business. Denise and I are going to go on live on her channel, Spiritual Growth Tarot, tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'll put it up on my community page. Send in questions if you have any political questions, any spiritual questions, whatever. Throw that up there. So I'm sure we'll get into some of that stuff tomorrow. But today, let's just look at what is the Department of Justice doing to stop these election lies. 6 cards. First card, the Magician. Wow. Let's just keep going because I'm not really sure. Are they going to pull a rabbit out of their hat? Or is this something that the big lie people are saying, look over here while they're doing something else? You know, it's the old magician trick. It's being crossed by the 3 of Wands. And in this deck, this is my Wild Unknown deck. And this 3 of Wands in the regular Rider-Waite deck, he's looking overseas. It's an overseas thing. But here, these wands are containing the colors and the emotions. Oh, more emotions. Oh. Let's drop down. Let's take a look. Can you all see that? There we go. Okay. So we have the Magician. And it's being challenged by the 3 of Wands. And in this deck, I just feel like there's some kind of restriction in this 3 of Wands. There may be, a lot of times this will reference overseas things. This is more internal on this deck for me. So the Magician being challenged by the 3 of Wands. At the base of the reading, we have the Ace of Cups. New emotional start. In the past, we have the Father of Wands. Now the King of Wands is somebody that's slow and steady in the Rider-Waite. In this deck, that Cobra and that red lightning strike is not slow. It may be steady right now, but it's ready to strike. At the top of the reading, the 6 of Wands. This is normally riding in as a winner, but look where the wands are down here. It's still in the darkness. We haven't gotten up to the rainbow, to the truth, which is this new emotional start for us. And in the potential near future, we have the Son of Wands. So it feels like to me, I mean, I hate saying this, they're ready to strike. The DOJ, the trying to stop this big lie. They're ready to strike. They have their information, and it's all nicely tied up. They're getting it all together, and they will strike. They just are waiting a little bit to get out of the thicket and into the rainbow. Does that make sense? They're trying to get out of the weeds here. Do they know anything about Mercury retrograde? Let's just keep going with this real quick. They have the strength. This is them building their case. They have the strength that they need. It's interesting. You have the magician and the strength. Who's going to win, magic or strength? This is the big lie I'm feeling. External influences are the Four of Wands. And again, everything's nice and tight in here. You have the Three of Wands, you have the Four of Wands. This doesn't have the variety of colors, the passion that this does. This is spread out a little bit. External influences. May need some clarity cards on that. Hopes and fears. Son of Pentacles. Why did I just think of Junior? And the final outcome, the Moon card. Oh my God. We're still not going to know. There's still things hidden. Still some craziness going on. But it will come to light with the Daughter of Swords. Truth is going to come out from this Moon card. The Magician is trying to hold things in and keep the truth from coming out. And they're doing a pretty good job with this Moon card. However, you have the Son of Wands and the Daughter of Swords that are going to, with this Strength card, that are going to allow some light to come through. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is at the base of the deck. So when you have the Four of Pentacles in the upright position, you're hanging on to things. This is a little looser. You're not hanging on to them as tight as you think you should. Maybe you should hang on to them a little tighter, Magician. And you're kind of letting things go. You have the Lovers. You have Judgment. And you have Justice. And who is this all about? The King of Pentacles. It's interesting that that is my card for 45. The Magician is my card for 45. It's because he's always slippering and, being slippery, and he's always saying, look over here, while he's doing something awful. So, we wait. We wait. I think the DOJ is building their case, but with this Moon card, it's not ready to come out. But you have the Daughter of Swords. I want to read on who this Daughter of Swords is. Let's see if we can get some clarity on this Daughter of Swords. Daughter of Swords. Who is this? Is there somebody in the DOJ that is a female, like I'm thinking Letitia James, but that's New York. But that still is. Is she part of the Department of Justice? I think so. I have to look that up now. Letitia James. What is the? Who is the? Okay, hang on. Clear. Who is this Daughter of Swords? Who is this Daughter of Swords? 3 cards. Let's see if we can get it. Who is this Daughter of Swords? Oh, jeez. The Daughter of Swords is somebody that is going after the Emperor. All right, so could be Letitia James. There's a 10 of Swords, and it feels like she's sticking swords in somebody's back. And she's creating a new beginning. Let's just drop this down. Look at that. So, oops. Who is the Daughter of Swords? You have the Emperor, the 10 of Swords, and the Death card. That person is going after these and going to create a big change. Whoever this Emperor is, I wouldn't want to be him, because it's an Emperor. Wouldn't want to be him, because he's going to get real skinny, but he's going to go through a transformation. Look how skinny that bird is. No more McDonald's for you. All right. 15 minutes on the Department of Justice. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the Democrats' week. I'm going to just do 6 cards. Let's see where they are, the Democrats' week. The Democrats' week ahead. It feels like they're weak. It feels like, just grow a pair and get on with this. But the Republicans are so slippery these days. It's like, I feel like the Democrats are just crossing their I's, dotting their T's, double checking, triple checking. And I also think sometimes that's just not productive. But you don't want this to go down in flames either. So let's see, Democrats week. Democrats. Next 6 days. Just do 6 cards. Okay. We have the 7 of Swords. They are looking at the thief that went into camp, took some swords, but they have an eye on him. That fox is watching, so it sees what's going on. and it's being crossed by the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. When I said that, I thought of Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, and there's another Republican that is coming together in celebration. At the base of the reading is the heartbreak. Is this 1-6? I think so. It's going to be interesting to see what the Republicans' week, just leave it like that, is going to be like. In the past, the Five of Cups, the loss. At the top of the reading, at the top of the week, let me drop it down so y'all can see. At the top of the reading is the Eight of Wands, things moving fast, lightning bolt fast. And we have the Seven of Wands. This is, a lot of times, this could be defending yourself, but in this deck, it's shining the light. It's bringing forth the light, bringing forth the truth. And so it is defending, it's defending the United States by bringing forth the light. However, there's the Three of Swords, extreme heartache, and there's the loss in the past that is really affecting us. But in this week ahead for the Democrats, they have one eye open. They're watching what's going on. They're seeing this. It's not like they're hiding out. They got one eye open, and they're sitting on the sword of truth. We may get some unexpected news coming up that's going to shed some light. So, all right, let's look at the Republicans' week. It's so crazy. You know, Trump is out in Iowa, and you have all these Republicans that want his money, and like Grassley, who's 88 years old. Dude, retire. He probably doesn't know what the word dude means because he's so old. Not that you just get so wound up. All right, the Republicans' week. Yeah, so Grassley's gone, oh no, Trump was instrumental in January 6th, and now he's going, oh yeah, well, I'd be stupid not to take his endorsement. Well, what's more stupid? Losing your integrity for money? Y'all know that the grocery store I shop at, that was the store that sold the winning lotto ticket. I didn't play. What would I do with $700 million? I wouldn't have that much anyway. What would I do with $200 million? I'd be all worried. What do I do with this? All right, Republicans. The week ahead for the Republicans. Ooh. Looks like a mess, doesn't it? It just looks like a S show. Wheel of Fortune. Things are spinning. Things are going to be moving. Things are not what they seem. They may be at top 1 minute and then bottom the next one. It's being challenged by, oh, is that upside down? It is. Four of Pentacles. Doesn't really matter in this deck if it's upside down or right side up, because it looks pretty much the same. But the Four of Pentacles is all about hanging on. And when it's right side up, you're hanging on to things. When it's upside down, you're hanging on to things too tightly that are slipping out of your control. Just saying, it's the Republicans. At the base of the reading, that's a bright card. Ten of Wands, the burden. In the past as it relates, Mother of Wands. So this is the Queen of Wands, slow and steady, but in this deck, look at, she is just protecting her eggs. Keeping them warm. As long as she's warm. If she's cold, then her eggs get cold. And at the top, Four of Cups. Rat. Rat-a-tat-tooey. And in the potential near future, Nine of Pentacles. So let's take it down. Let's look at this. This is all about money. Hanging on to your money. So the Wheel of Fortune is being challenged by their losing their grip on what they have held on to for so long. And if you look back, if you go back to the Democratic poll, there was, the Six of Wands coming up, and there was a new light coming forward, some new fast moving information coming out. That is them losing their grip here. They're in the thick of things with this burden, trying to hang on to their eggs. In this deck, there isn't even an offer being made. It's just Four of Cups with a rat on top of it. So there's no offer at all. It's just a little darkness. And then they're hanging on to their money. They're only doing this for the money. That's the Republicans' week. Raising more money, hanging on to it, but losing their grip a little bit. And maybe we'll have some news this week about what the Democrats are going to be bringing forth. All right. Let's look at us. How are we going to navigate? How are we going to navigate this week? This weekend, I was reading a couple of things, and it was all about not falling into the mindset of being sick, illness, negativity. Just holding space, holding light. Thinking, like if you have, if somebody comes to you and says, yeah, I'm not feeling well, you don't get in and try to fix them and heal them by doing like a soul retrieval or some other type of thing, or inject them with ivermectin. But you just hold them in space, you hold them in light. And what I think that means is that you imagine them healthy and perfect in their journey, and And that way, you're raising up the vibration and you're giving them light, giving them hope without really digging into them, without digging into their psyche and what's going on. And it's just surrounding them in love and light and imagining them healthy. So, how do we navigate this week so that we can create the change that we want, so that we can create, so that we can create what we want in the United States for our living space? The card that fell out, Star of Hope, balance. You know, it's interesting with these with this card. She is pouring wine into water and then water into the ground. And Mother Earth will always cleanse, and it can regenerate and it can heal. We just need to give it a chance. So, what do we do? How do we navigate this week? How do we navigate this week? How do we navigate this week? All right. That's how we do it. Turn ourselves upside down. Become the hanged man. Right? Suspend ourselves. Just take a different point of view. It's being challenged by the Ace of Swords. So our desire to see things in a different light is being challenged by the truth that we know that we want to see come out. There's a lot of bickering at the base of this. Turn on the news, turn off the news, turn on the news, turn off the news. And it's us versus them. Infrastructure's too big, infrastructure's too little. We need to raise the debt ceiling. We're not going to raise the debt ceiling. This is all on you. We're not going to help you. We're going to help you. Oh my gosh, it's maddening. It's maddening how they do this. And here's the Knight in Shining Armor. This is the Wild Ride card for me. That's in the past. And people aren't looking towards what is the common good for the country. You know, I hear that Republicans just want to, tear things down. They want to disrupt things. So the party of disruptors. They don't want to help Joe Biden's agenda at all. At the top is the Illusion Delusion card. What do we pick? What cup do we pick? And in the potential near future is the Wish card. What do we want to see? What do we want to wish for? Wish for a healthy U.S. democracy. That's what I want to wish for. I want to wish for everybody coming together and moving towards the common good of all, of the planet, of our environment. I think I'm done. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all. See you tomorrow. Peace and love.